Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we discussed about the different type of processes in the thermodynamics. Today, we are discussing again two types of processes. It is cyclic process and free expansion. We discuss here this cyclic process and free expansion one by one. But before that, we revising the processes which are discussing from 3 to 4 lectures: reversible process, irreversible process, isothermal process, isobaric process, isochoric process, and adiabatic process. Now, what do you mean by cyclic process? Cyclic process means a thermodynamic system or the process which bring the thermodynamic system to its initial state. The initial and the final state or the state variables of the process are same, and the total internal energy for the cyclic process is equal to 0. Now, this cyclic process, what happens in the cyclic process? In the case of cyclic process, the initial state and the final state of the system are same. Initial and final state are same. The total internal energy or the change in the total internal energy during this cyclic process is equal to 0. That is, delta U is equal to 0. Look at here. This is pressure, this is volume, this is initial pressure Pi, this is state A, this is Pf, similarly this is Vi, and this is Vf. Okay, now this is the process and this is the final state B. As we seen from the diagram, a process which start from this point A is going by following a path to a point B. It goes into a thermodynamic change and it goes to the point B, and then again from point B it returns to the initial state by the different path. So in such type of process, the initial state and the final state are same. So such type of process is called as a cyclic process. Now we write here delta U is equal to 0. What does it mean? It means that the amount of energy or the internal energy changes during this path is exactly equal to this path. Okay, so either it is positive, then it is negative. It is negative, then it is positive. So the sum of the change in the internal energy is equal to 0. Now, all the heat engines working on the cyclic process, on the principle of the cyclic process, in which the initial state and the final state of the process or the system remains same. So in this way, this is called as a cyclic process in which the initial state and final state of the system is constant and the change in the internal energy is equal to 0. Now, from the first law, you can write this Q is equal to delta U plus W. But as we know, in the case of cyclic process, delta U is equal to 0. So you can write here this Q is equal to W. So what does it mean? It means that the amount of heat supplied to the system is totally converted into work, and change in the internal energy is equal to 0. But This type of condition cannot be satisfied because when a heat is supplied to a system, to an engine, then some amount of heat go in the wastage during the process. So Q is equal to W. We can say theoretically that Q is equal to 0, but it is not possible. It is only possible for an ideal engine, but such type of engine cannot be prepared artificially. So Q is equal to W. This is the statement, theoretical statement about of the cyclic process. Now we are moving towards the next process, which is nothing but the pre-expansion. In the earlier lecture, we discussed about the adiabatic process. What happens in the case of adiabatic process? The system is totally insulated from the surrounding. There is no exchange of heat from the surrounding to the system or from the system to the surrounding. So we can say that for the adiabatic process, this Q is equal to 0, as well as what is the pre-expansion then? The pre-expansion is nothing but the process in which the process takes place suddenly or accidentally. When the process takes place suddenly, then such type of expansion is called as the pre-expansion. It is nothing but a adiabatic expansion. We also say that this is a adiabatic Okay, so we know that for adiabatic expansion, what for the adiabatic process, this Q is equal to 0. That is, there is no heat exchange between the system and surrounding, as well as there is no work done by the system or on the system. So in the adiabatic expansion, we say that Q is equal to 0, as well as the work done is also equal to 0. Okay, why such type of condition takes place? According to first law of thermodynamics, we say Q is equal to delta U plus W. So we can also write here this delta U must be equal to 0. The change in the internal energy equal to 0. So such type of processes are takes place in the thermodynamics. We are discussing the processes from 3 to 4 lectures. So this is for today. Have a good day. Bye.